Australasia, and welcome to session 2 of Regional Convention in your lounge room. For those of you who missed session 1 yesterday, head back to Facebook, check it out. We will be sending out a link this afternoon. It really sets the tone of what Regional Convention in your lounge room is about, and we'll give you a clear understanding of that. But we are at session 2 today, and I have a very special guest with me. Welcome to the call, Mark.
Thank you, Rachel. And hello, Australia, Fiji, and New Zealand. I'm excited.
It's been a long time since we've had Mark on the call. We've had everybody reaching out saying, we want to see Mark, we want to see Mark. He is Aussie and Kiwi at heart, so he owed us this call. So over to you, Mark.
Well, I just want to say, Rach, it's been, Australia. We've toured Australia, New Zealand twice.
Yes.
I've been there for the launches, and everywhere I go, I feel like I have my Australian hat that Hunter and I. So I'm Australian at heart. So I want everyone to know that I'm right there. It's one of the land down under is one of the greatest memories of my life, and I cannot wait to be back. And next time I'm bringing Abby and our baby girl Hope.
We'll look forward to that trip.
So Rachel, you ready to talk about immunity tonight?
Yeah, we really wanted, the focus of tonight is focusing on immunity. So, hand over to you, Mark, and you can take it away.
Yeah, and jump in anytime you want. And everyone, I have my iPad right here, so I'm in this. I'll be asking questions, whether you're watching this live or the replay. As Rachel and I started talking, we know all the challenges going on with the coronavirus. It is obviously, our heart goes out to everyone suffering from it. We understand that it's spreading around the world. And there's some cool things you could do to strengthen your immunity. Now, does that mean that you become immune from getting a virus? Of course not. But what we do know with flus, viruses, is that the stronger your immune system, the stronger your body, the stronger your digestion, the better you're off to fight off anything that comes your way. And that's what I want to spend on. As Rachel and I started talking, I want to spend 20 minutes of power talking about you, your immunity, and really our movement throughout the world of Zen and what we're doing in all of Australia. How do I say it again, Rachel? All three of them. It's Australasia.
Australasia.
Okay, I'm just going to say it. Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji.
English.
So the first thing, let's dive into when we think about the plan, the products, and the community. I want to take you on a journey right now about your immunity. So I want you to think about your immune system, your strength, your power. Now, throughout this whole process, I want you to realize that there's a community with you every step of the way. We have a Zen Project 8 global community or English community. I do Facebook Lives in this every single Wednesday. There's great articles. We had a great one about building your own community. We actually talked about Keely Pedler from Australia in this Facebook Live last night. But you can check out everything. A great video on Zen Prime right here. We have Dr. Giampapa. We did a whole thing for the Hispanic community and our English group about immunity. So I want you to make sure that you're part of this. You just go to Facebook, click Zen Project 8 Global, join that. Now, 6 months ago, we launched our Chinese community. And Greater China has become the #1 market for Zen. Brazil 2, United States 3, but Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji are coming close. We have a great movement. So make sure if you speak Chinese, join the Chinese community. And we have 28 different languages. So the point I want to make is, as we talk about tonight, as we talk about strengthening your immunity system, I don't want you to feel that when it's over, you don't have a place to call home. You obviously have this Facebook page, but I want to make sure that you're diving into our 2 communities. And in these communities, we have our customized meal plans. We have why you need protein, why you need carbohydrates, why you need fats. We have great recipes. We have great product sheets that I'm going to be talking about tonight. So the first thing I want you to remember tonight is it's all about the community. And I see one of my best friends, Angela Lucente, the Italian power herself, is on here. And Ange and I have a great story about how Ange and Lyndon and I, we were in Italy together and we had some great pizza together. So pizza isn't going to be great for your immunity, but tonight I really want to talk about the next 28 days because temperatures around the world keep warming up. when we start thinking about that? I know Australia, is it semi-warm there? Is it going to be, when's winter range?
Where it's summer at the moment, so we'll slowly move into winter for mid-year.
So it would be good. The virus, the heat will make the virus go away before you move into winter, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
I like that.
Thing.
So I want you to think about the next 28 days and what you can do over these next 28 days. So you understand the community, but the next step is to really dive into how to balance your body. And as we dive into this, I want to go right to this booklet, and I want to talk about how you're fueling your body. You know, we think about stress. We think about what triggers our immune system to not work. And just every time you skip a meal, your blood sugar drops. And when your blood sugar drops, your body burns muscle. That then causes havoc in your body. It makes your body panic. It causes additional stress. It weakens your immune system. And then a lot of times when you go too long without food, you crave. And when you crave, that causes you to overeat, and that spikes your blood sugar. Now, you see store fat and burn muscle. Now, that's physiologically true as well. But what I want you to see is every time you're high and every time you're low, you weaken your immune system and you hurt your digestive system. And these are the little choices that we're going to focus on over the next 28 days that's going to help you win with your body so that you're actually not hurting yourself, but you're going to be able to explode through it. And this is kind of what PFC looks like. We're going to talk about your protein, your fats, and your carbohydrates. Now, there's 6 essential nutrients for life. You have your protein, your fats, and your carbs are your macronutrients, and you have your vitamins and mineral and water as your micronutrients. Strengthening your immune system is about understanding how to get all 6 of those essential nutrients in. And if you can optimize your digestion, if you can optimize your food, if you can take some simple strategies I'm going to share with you tonight, you're going to really be able to win and take your body to the next level. So the first step is we're going to cut. And I want you to think about food. So right now, tell yourself food. I'm going to type that in right here in the Facebook Live. I'm going to put food. And when you think about food, it's about cutting all the foods that are going to bloat you. So we think about gluten. That's that complex protein in breads. We think about cheese and yogurt, refined sugar, sugar sweeteners, salt, soda, alcohol. All of these foods cause inflammation. And when your body's inflamed, your digestive system isn't working for you. So the first step over the next 28 days, and I say 28 days because I want you to think about 28 days to empower your body. ZP8 is an 8-week plan, but the first 28 days, we're going to really go super drive and detox your body by cutting out these foods that bloat you. Now, part of your food is once you cut, we then got to move in and then we got to start talking about how we're going to add some clean. And clean comes back down to the clean foods that you're going to add in. So we're going to cut out the bloating foods, the inflammatory foods. We're going to add clean protein, fats, and carbohydrates. And then we're going to add a powerful combination of a product synergy that's going to give your body all the micronutrients you need with your AM, PM. That's going to help optimize your sleep and energy. We're going to bring in your antioxidants with your reserve. We're going to optimize your digestion with Zen Prime. We're going to bring in a powerful protein fusion to balance your blood sugar with Zen Fuse. We're going to help balance your appetite and actually increase your metabolism so that your body's moving at a faster rate with Zen Shape. And then we're going to strengthen your hair, your skin, all of the collagen in your body to make you that much stronger. And that with the food, that food and product synergy really helps clean out your system to win. And the last part of the food section is you're going to hydrate. We think about water. And when we think about water, your body is 60 to 70% fluid. So when your body's not being hydrated enough, when you're not getting enough fluid in your body starts to hold. It holds on to toxins. Toxins create a negative environment that's going to cause you to have more, that's going to weaken your immune system. It's going to hurt your digestive system, and it's going to make your body not win. So when we think about, and I'm going to talk about 5 things tonight, the first thing is going to be food. So right now, when we talk about immune system and you think about the next 28 days, I want you to think about food. Food is going to be your balance. We're going to cut the bloating foods. We're going to add the clean foods. And then we're going to make sure that you're hydrating to win. Now, the second thing, Rachel, are you ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
Okay, the second thing is all going to be about, I talked about the products, but I'm going to go in a little more detail about this. So when you think about your food, and here's a great list. So as you look at you can go to those communities I said, you can download your version. We have a great one for Australia, New Zealand, and Fiji. And it has kangaroo in it. So I love that, Rachel. We put a little bit of an Aussie feel to it. But the food, this is your clean food. The challenge, though, is that you have 6 essential nutrients, your protein, fat, and carbs. Okay, so your food's going to cover that. But your vitamins, your minerals, and your water, not as much. In addition, because there's going to be moments where you're going to have challenges with not getting enough fruits or veggies in, where you're going to have some additional stress, or you're going to have some challenges with digestion. We created a 6-product synergy to help you optimize how your body works. And I'm going to walk you through each one in an efficient way. So the first thing is we're going to talk about ZenFuse. And when we think about ZenFuse, that balances your body. So when we think about balancing your body, it all comes back down to blood sugar. Remember, every time you skip a meal, your blood sugar drops. Every time you overeat, your blood sugar spikes. ZenFuse, you're still eating your whole food meals 2 to 3 times a day, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. But those in-between meals, we created a protein fusion of slow-acting and fast-acting protein to help balance your body and balance your blood sugar. In addition, we added a probiotic. Now, probiotics of 5 different strains are live bacteria that keeps your digestive system healthy, that keeps you regular. Less regular you are, the more toxins in your body. And then step 3, we talk about the protein, fats, and carbs, the highest quality macronutrients to fuel your body. Now, the mistake that people, when they talk about immunity, that they forget is protein. Part of product, and we talk food and then we talk products, because quality protein is the #1 protector of your immunity, because the building blocks of protein are amino acids. All of your cells, when you have more nitrogen that's in protein, only place it's found in protein, when you have more nitrogen coming to your cell than leaving, you're anabolic, we mean you're in a flourish state. When you have less protein, nitrogen coming in than leaving, you're in a catabolic state. Your body's breaking itself down. So the first product that we're talking about is ZenFuse. You fill your gaps. You can do 2 to 3 shakes a day. You eat your whole foods. You do a whole food meal, then you drink your ZenFuse. Whole food, ZenFuse. Whole food, ZenFuse. That type of synergy is going to keep your body balanced and allow your body to win. The next product I want to talk about is about optimizing your digestion. And when you think about digestion, I want you to keep thinking about you are what you metabolize. And think about when you say that to yourself, I am what I metabolize. And the mistake we make, and when we look at our digestive system, and let me just take off the screen for a moment. When you look at Rachel's digestive system, you look at my digestive system. We have our mouth, we have our esophagus, we have our stomach, we have our intestinal tract. That is all mechanical digestion. Smooth muscle that breaks food down to its simplest form. And that's really the goal of it. Your body to break down your nutrients, to fuel yourself, and whatever you don't use, you eliminate. Now, your chemical digestion are your acids and enzymes. The problem is when you're sleep deprived, when you're stressed, when things aren't working in your body, your digestive system isn't metabolizing like we want. So when we think about immunity, we created Zen Prime initially we created it as a detox product, but what we've seen is that we've seen the world of Zen. People use Zen Prime every single day now because it's one of the most powerful digestive products. And what it does is it has 3 things. And let me kind of share the benefits of it. It has 3 simple things that really help you. Number 1, 99% of what you eat goes through your liver. So it helps detoxify your liver, and healthy liver is a healthy metabolism. It helps optimize your digestion with a robust plant-based enzyme blend. So all that protein, fat, and carbs you're eating, these enzymes will help break it down. And then it's going to help reduce inflammation. Remember, less inflammation, stronger immunity. And it's going to do that with dandelion root and juniper berry. So this sets you up to win from a Prime perspective. And with Prime, you can take 1 tablet 15 or 30 minutes before a meal, twice a day. And I'm going to show you, if you look at this, and I'll show you what a day looks like. But when we think it, number 1, it's food. Then you have Fuse, which balances your body. You have Prime, which optimizes your digestion. And then the next thing is we talk about with Shape, which helps balance your appetite. And this is where the products can fill the gaps. Many times people have appetite challenges, and you have 2 hormones with your appetite. You have leptin and you have ghrelin. Zen Shape helps balance your appetite. When you have a balanced appetite, your blood sugar remains stable longer. We also, when we think about chromium, we talk about how it balances your blood sugar as well. So these are the things that not only are going to focus on turbocharging results, we start thinking about filling your nutritional gaps. So Fuse balances your body, Prime optimizes digestion, Shape balances your appetite. And then the other three products, Reserve. I know Rachel talks about this a lot. If you're not getting in 15 servings of fruits or veggies a day, you're not getting enough antioxidants to neutralize free radicals. Free radicals are these little poisons in your body, and the antioxidants from fruits and veggies neutralize them. So I look at my Reserve, I take 3 a day. And when I travel, I take 4 a day. I think about each Reserve, I estimate it's about 3 servings of fruits or veggies. So if you're eating 5 or 6 a day and you need 15, then you do the math. That's what products are designed, not to be the solution, not to be the end for all, but to fill your nutritional gaps. And then the fifth product is AM/PM. Now, my brother, Dr. G and Papa, created an amazing product. AM/PM provides you with the vitamins and minerals to fill your nutritional gaps. AM's more energy and focus, PM's more sleep and repair. And when you're sleeping, your immunity is strong. And the last one is NARA. And NARA is a collagen aspect. The biggest organ in your body is your skin. Healthy skin means a healthy body. And that's kind of when we think about the 6 product synergy. And let me just kind of share how you would work that into the meal plan, so you're starting to understand the whole flow of it. Where number 1, you start with your food. And let me go back to that. You start with your food. You then start thinking about, okay, I'm going to eat the foods I love. I understand the balance. And now you're starting to see how it all flows. If you don't want to eat breakfast in the morning, you can always hit a Zen Fuse, and then you can bring the breakfast over here. Men and women would have different portion sizes, but this is how you can eat clean foods that prevent your body from holding on to fluid, that actually you cut out the processed food, you eat clean, the foods you love, you pick and choose, you follow your portion sizes, and you use the products to fill your nutritional gaps. And then you leverage all of your questions in the community. So the first one is food. The second one is products. Now, Rachel, are you ready for the third one?
Hit me with the third one, Mark.
Okay, so let's do it. Food is 1. I'm going to put products to fill your gaps is 2. And the third one is all about movement. Now, so one of my favorite movies, Hunter and I, is World War Z, about the zombie apocalypse. I love that. And I love, there's a line in there when Brad Pitt says, movement is life, because they were talking about, should we stay or should we move? So I want you to think about the next 28 days about movement is life. Now, I'm not asking you to work out hard if you're new to working out. What I'm asking you to do is you can move. I'm doing this Facebook Live standing right now. So my core's tight, my shoulders are back, I'm moving. I'm thinking about 5 days a week, commit to 5 days a week for a minimum of 30 minutes a day to move, whether it's walking around the area, whether it's taking your dogs for a walk, whether it's marching in place, whether it's doing some strength training. But I want you to think about the endorphins you get and the power, how your body can eliminate toxins and work more efficiency. Your circulation improves when you move. So when you think about immunity, many times people live in fear. There's a lot of fear going on right now about viruses and flus. And the reality is that you can't prevent everything. But what I can promise you is that if you start cutting out your bloating foods, you start eating clean, you start filling your gaps with nutritional products that fill those macro micro gaps and optimize how your body works. And then you move into movement, and you're starting to be aware that maybe instead of sitting, you sit on one of those inflatable balls where you're going to burn 3 times more calories. If you're talking on the phone, you stand rather than sit. If you're cleaning the kitchen, which I do every morning, you activate your core. And then if you can get a bonus 30 minutes of movement in, and maybe before you go to bed, you stretch, which increases circulation and removes toxins. I'm hoping you're starting to see the power of the choices you can make to optimize your immune system and strengthen yourself. So food, products, movement. Now, the fourth one I want to talk about, and I talked about it in food, but it really needs its own category, is hydration. So I have my little Hydro Flask right here. I talked about it, your body is 60 to 70% water. You know, the great thing about Zen Prime is it helps de-bloat your body, get rid of that water retention, something you could take daily. But I drink 4 to 6 liters a day. Women should do a minimum of 2 to 3 liters. Men probably 3 to 4 liters. The key is stay hydrated. If you do AM PM, sometimes you won't have totally clear urine, meaning that some of those micros won't be absorbed completely. But ideally, what you want to think about if you're getting enough hydration in is your urine's going to be clear. But kind of start with women 2 to 3 liters, men 3 to 4 liters, and hydrate. The more water you're bringing in your body without over drinking water, the healthier your body's going to be, the stronger your immune system. And then, Rachel, the last one is sleep and stress. Yeah. Think about, and let me kind of share this. I'm going to share the whiteboard right here. Think about the next 28 days, what you can do with your sleep and your stress. Starting now, rate yourself 1 through 10 with your sleep, 10 being the best sleep, 1 being the worst, and then stress 1 through 10. 10 being the highest stress, 1 being the lowest stress. And then kind of think about each day where you want to be. Ideally, you want low stress. You want your stress to be low. You want your sleep to be great. And if you can start focusing on this, and you know, we talk about after the 28 days, you continue for 28 days. So you make it an 8-week plan. But I want you to think about right now, because we're so prone into the challenges with immunity and the fear that can paralyze us. We have to go back to, let's do what we can control. The first thing you can do is you can join the community. Once you join the community, you can do step 1. You can clean up your food. Step 2, you get your products going to fill your nutritional gap. Step 3, you move. Movement is life. Step 4, you hydrate. You drink your water daily, consistently. And step 5, you really think about what you can do to optimize your sleep and optimize your stress. Now, the cool thing is in the community, you can ask all these questions and the community will share. You know, you can say, okay, here, what are your top sleep strategies? What are your top stress strategies? That's why I don't want this Facebook Live to be the end all be all. I wanted to give you a vision of what you can do to strengthen your body, strengthen your immune system, and win over these next 28 days and beyond. So Rachel, before we wrap up, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think, you know, right now when, you know, we've cancelled the regional convention and a lot of people aren't venturing out, the community is such a powerful tool for everybody, because you can just plug into that community and get the answer to any questions, ask any questions that you need answered, you know, network with other people in that community. It really, really is a powerful tool, and really one of the most powerful communities that I've been involved in throughout my time in this industry. It really, you know, is a strong, strong community. So, you know, I love the fact that it's got so many different countries involved, and it's such a positive community. Creating a community is always difficult in itself, but keeping that community positive is one thing that Zen Project 8 has really done, and everyone in that group is there to help and there to see you succeed. So really participate in that community, because it really is a strong tool for you.
Yeah, and the real cool thing is we have over 700,000 people now in our different communities. We have 28 different languages. You know, every week I'm doing Zoom trainings or Facebook Lives with live attendance of minimum of 8,000 to 10,000 people. You know, this week alone, obviously we're doing Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, but we did our English one, we did our Peru one, we do our Brazil one, we did our China one. I did an Italy one today. So like we're seeing on Sunday, will be an Egypt one for 2,000 people. So the cool thing is that people want their health. They want to understand their body. And wherever you sit, you know, I do great coaching about the difference between what we teach in keto and intermittent fasting. I know in Australia, there's a good, 5-2. 3 questions you got to ask yourself always with health. Is it based on the science of my body? Will I do it for the rest of my life? And would I put a kid or teenager on it? You know, I have a 4-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son. Rachel's rocked Aussie with Hunter. We've done some beach adventures together. Angie has hugged Hunter. I love it. The biggest thing is that I wouldn't put my kids on any type of diet, because when we talk about Zen, when we talk about the decision you want to make with your life, is it can't just be something that temporary get a result. You have to choose a lifestyle. That's why I love how Keely Pedler's created her own community called the Zen Life in Australia. So it's all about How can you create opportunity for people to win with their body? And it always starts with you. And I love what you said about the community. And I think, you know, as you watch this or you share this, you know, a story I want to wrap with, Rachel, because I was at, you know, we were just in Orlando, we were at Disney World. You know, I'm 47. And today, last week was a special week for me because my son Hunter turned 15. And I remember when I was 15 and my dad was 47. He was 48 at the time. And that's when his health started to deteriorate. And the weird thing is I have kind of two versions of my dad. My first 15 years of life where he was like healthy, strong. And then my 15 to when he passed away 4 years ago, where he struggled with his digestion, where he struggled with his health. And there's things that I wish I could have helped him with that I didn't know that I could share with people now. And at 47 now, my son turning 15 became a moment for me because I fight for my health every single day. You know, I want to be the strongest, fittest man I can be so I can be the best husband, the best dad. But it really hit home because I always still live in fear of history repeating itself. I never want Hunter to feel like his dad can't do stuff with him. And that would kind of be my invitation to you. You know, someone where you are with your health right now, make a decision. Why does it matter? What do you want to get from your health? It's got to be beyond just the immune system strength. What is the reason behind why your health matters? What's the type of person you want to be? What's the difference you want to make? And when you can get clear on that, you can not just change your health, you can change your family's health, and you can change your community's health. And that's really what this movement's all about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love this movement. You know, as you said, Mark, one of the biggest things that people love about this is, you know, you don't start something that you cannot put your kids on. And that is so important. You know, PFC in my family here and a lot of families, you know, throughout Australia, New Zealand and Fiji, you know, they live PFC. Kids live PFC. And it really, you know, is changing people's lives. So thank you.
And Rachel, you're working on our next Zen boot camp in Fiji, right?
Oh, you better believe.
So everyone get ready because we're going to do a boot camp in Fiji.
Fiji is my favorite place in the world. And my second favorite thing is working out, especially with Mark Macdonald. We've done it a few times and I loved every moment of it. So look, Mark, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We love having you with us. We hope to see you again very soon. And to each and every one of you watching, thank you for being with us for session 2 of Regional Convention in Your Lounge Room. And stay tuned for the details of next week. Lots of love, Mark.
Love you. In Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, I will be doing much more support than I've been doing. So get ready.
Bye, guys.
Bye.